All right, the offseason's also not over, and the offseason doesn't just have the draft. There are still players to be signed. There are still players to be extended. So let's talk about the players that are getting extended. The most talked about extension in the offseason, of course, is Dak Prescott's. The Cowboys have not done much in free agency, and it's because they're waiting to extend Dak and CeeDee Lamb. So we're going to see that. I'll also include CeeDee Lamb in this because both players need extended, and they're going to get extended this offseason unless Dallas does something catastrophic. And then there's Jordan Love, who I think this year's playing on the fifth-year option. Actually, I think he restructured his deal this year, took like a bet on himself, and is a free agent next offseason. So obviously Green Bay is going to look to extend him. Just had to get free agency out of the way, and they are in a pretty good money situation too. Jared Goff, it's why the Lions have so much cap space. They are planning on extending him, and they got to extend him on Raw at some point too. So I'll include him in this one too. They got to extend both players, and then there's Aiden Hutchinson in about 2 years. For the Dolphins, they have to look to extend Tua and Jaden Waddle this offseason. Both players need massive extensions. Both players, I don't know what the Dolphins decide with Tua, but Jalen Waddle's really good, and I'm not going to say anything bad about Tua. He definitely deserves an extension of some sort. I just wonder what that number will be. And then there's Justin Jefferson, who also needs a massive extension. This has been talked about for over a year. There's definitely concerns with what that number is going to be. There's been rumors that he's turned down bigger deals. We'll see. The Vikings are in a prime position to get a quarterback this draft. They have 2 first-round picks that they're probably going to trade, and I think he's going to get extended this offseason. There's 3 49ers that are going to start extension talks this offseason. Hufanga, the strong safety that got hurt at the end of last year. Shadarius Ward, I wonder if he gets extended since he's an older corner, but I think he does. And then there's Brandon Ayuk, who they're in official trade talks now, and I'm showing Steelers highlights. That has been the rumor that the Steelers are interested in going to get him. We'll see. He's probably going to get extended this offseason. He needs to get extended this offseason. We'll see what happens with the 49ers. These 3 are the biggest franchise tag players. Josh Allen, he will probably get extended. He's too important. If not, we'll see some massive trade. T. Higgins was requested a trade, but he is on the franchise tag. L'Jarius Sneed, he's free to go talk to any team he wants, but the Chiefs are totally fine with bringing him back and playing him on the tag next year. It's hard to determine if you want to extend him long term, which he's very important. It's just how much money he'd take up. Finally, some big 2020 draft guys and 2021 draft guys. Creed Humphrey, one of the better centers in the league. I mean, obviously, he struggled with snaps in a few games in the playoffs this year. He will get extended, obviously. He's too important to their offensive line. Tristan Wirfs, one of the best left tackles, and he's played right tackle a lot in the league. He's really important to the Bucs, and he will 100% get extended. Quinn Meinerz, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, sorry. And he's really good for the run game, Sean Payton's system. He's really, really jumped up more this year. And Sam Cosmi, that is a really bad offensive line, but he was really good. Finally, the last few I'll talk about. Christian Barmore, Patriots need to extend those guys that are good on their team. Derek Brown, one of the few Panthers pieces that is so important long term. AJ Terrell, one of the best corners in the NFL. Took a little bit of a decline last year, but still important to extend. And Asante Samuel Jr., we've seen what he did in the playoffs against Trevor Lawrence. I think he's still really important to the Chargers' future. Yeah.